I've been rather misquoted with One Direction because a journalist laid a bear trap for me and asked me if their music would be significant in years to come. And I said, well, I don't know whether it will be. And of course, when they cut the question out, it sounds like I'm attacking One Direction, and I'm not at all. They've done incredibly well, and you can't knock the fact that they've become the biggest pop band in the world. We were a pop band once, and there's nothing wrong with that. But again, I don't know what music will have significance in the future. Shame. I mean, what a shame. He needs help, the boy needs help. Justin, give me a call, otherwise you're going to end up like Keith Moon and it'll be good night Vienna. And I've lost too many friends. You don't need to go, you've got a lot to offer. But it's a shame.
Well, I don't think the shows are necessarily big, but it's big for us because it straddles a long period of time. We normally just do short stabs, and this is the first time we've done a tour where we're hoping to take in areas that we've never played before. For example, as you know, when the opportunity came to play Abu Dhabi, we jumped at it, not just because it's the Grand Prix, but because it's a new place for us to play. And because the money was good, we could bring our show here, and it's the first show on the tour. So we're playing a long period. We're playing over about 18 months, but not every day, thank God.
My first memory, well, he hates it when I say this, but we went to the same school, and I was 1 year older than him. So, and when I went to school, the first year, when you moved to a grammar school, the first year was always going to be subservient to the year ahead of them, which was our year, you know. And I'll never forget that you couldn't hide Pete in a crowd of a million. He was like a nose on a stick.
And my earliest memory of him was he rolled a belt up and he was about to hit me with it. I'd said something derogatory about him, so it was my fault. Roger has to really be the one to finalise it because his journey is a physical one, you know, and he has to be sure that he can sing everything. For me, I just turn it up and play, so it's not a problem for me.
This is kind of a weird one because it came in very late. We only got offered this like a month ago, 5 weeks ago or something. So we thought, well, we've never been to this territory before, so what do we play here? Because the British tour we're going to be doing is, we're going to be playing to fans that have seen us quite regularly over the last sort of 10, 20, 30 years. So that in that show we are doing a few more of the obscure songs. Here tonight we'll be doing mostly the big hits. They're all good songs, there's nothing wrong with that. One of the problems we have is that we have, you know, in some ways too many hits, and it's what we leave out. It's very, very difficult. We are never going to please all the people. Well, I mean, you're talking about the business. I think musicians now, in a lot of ways, it's much harder for them to make a living, so they're in worse shape. It's hard for them to earn a living so that they can concentrate on their music. The business side of it is it's been hijacked and in a lot of ways given away. But equally, the music itself is as healthy as ever, and it's growing bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's great to be able now to access so much music. I do get concerned sometimes with the way it is accessed, especially with iTunes, where you can just download one track off an album. My experience of albums coming from my generation, where you used to have to buy the whole record and you would have to play through every side, and when you first played those 5 tracks on side 1, you would pick out one that you loved and you go, well, this is great. And there will be always one track on the record that you didn't like very much. And what I used to feel that is, after the first one being my favourite for a couple of weeks, the last one that I used to be my least favourite would suddenly start creeping up the list of what I like most. And I wonder sometimes whether, because of this way now of just selecting what instantly, instant gratification, whether a lot of musical progression is actually being lost, and a lot of good music being lost.
Who?
Kings of Leon.
Don't know much about them.
Kings of Leon. American rock band, rock and roll band, and a good one.
I hear very good things about her. I like her songs. Yeah.
Good country artist, good looking girl.
You know, these are all artists. I know you asked me for one word, but these are all artists that I would just say yes, 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 yes. This is my business, you know. So.
Oh, class. I'm making a solo album at the moment, and I'm toying with doing one of her own songs, you know, a Beyonce song, just you know, trying to change in the lyrics a bit and put it in the mail. Coldplay, you know, you have to hand it to the melodies, Chris Martin's melodies, and the sound that they created was totally original in its day, totally. I just wish he wouldn't run around so much on the stage, because it takes away from the music. It doesn't make the music stronger, it weakens it, and he doesn't need to do it. When did you ever see Elvis run on a stage? And Mick Jagger's the same. Stop it. Stop it. Stand still and dance.